the bare minimum that I can possibly do. Today I was busy today doing shit around the house. And then once we decided that we're having a thread, it was time to go pick up the kids. And then since then we've been decorating and doing shit around the house. So I just didn't have time to sit down and do it. You're gonna get kind of tired of all of our topics just being political bullshit. It's the same stuff every week. I wish there's more new guns coming out and stuff like that. Of course, we could talk about our guns.
There's only one company that releases new guns in the middle of the year, and that's Ruger.
Yeah. We can talk about other cool things like Big Sandy.
Ooh, I was there.
Yes.
I got the shirt.
Ooh.
Yeah,
pre-order that. They have shirts there for you.
What guns on the shirt?
It's an XM177, I believe. It's on the back. I can't see it, but yeah, it's a little Colt.
All right.
Very similar to the one that's on auction at Morphe's.
For $22,000.
There's only 100 of those things to begin with, and this one's got a registered moderator and the whole fucking thing. Ian did a video today, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't really do much for me.
Oh my god, it's so dead sexy. If I wanted an M16 that I couldn't shoot, that would be the one.
Why can you not shoot it? Because it's the moderator? Do you want to fuck it up?
It's one of 100. I mean, it's like the straight up, the goofy moderator that got deemed a suppressor, and the shorty aluminum stock and a full fence lower, but an A1 upper and 11-inch barrel.
Buy it and then Cerakote it with $100 bills.
Fuck it. Oh yeah,
one of 100, baby. It's one of one now.
That's dead sexy.
Yeah, Norwegian Steve's texted me. He's like, "You ought to buy this." I'm like, "Fuck you, buy it if you want it." I have an M16A1. It's fine.
Yeah, once you get one, they're all the same, right?
Jesus.
Well, I didn't say that, but it just doesn't do nothing for me.
That's because it's not 20 millimeter.
That's right.
If I get that, I can get Mac V SOG on my license plate and not be a total douche for doing it. Not true. So yeah, Big Sandy.
All two people that don't know what that means.
So
yeah.
Oh God.
You guys had a bigger booth this year, did you not? Like
we had
4 or 5
spaces this time. Lots of shooters.
So it was John and Mickey and you. And
John, Mickey, Scott, me,
Scott.
Yeah.
Could never remember. Oh, Scott. Well, who's the other guy that had the 50 the first day? First time we went out.
50 the first time we went out.
He was shooting the Rothfuss rounds.
Oh, that's Jeff. Yeah, he wasn't there.
So was Adam there?
Adam
Baldwin.
I did not see Adam Baldwin. My information was bad on Adam Baldwin. I was
got
because John has some involvement in the Gunny Time show as a gun wrangler or whatever. He actually has provided some guns to that show. So I thought that, and Scott also thought that Adam Baldwin would be shooting with us, and that was not the case. He was supposed to have been there, but I didn't see him the whole time. So.
Was it Eric Baldwin instead?
No. Thank God none of the real Baldwins showed up.
We're going to bomb the Baldwins.
Yeah, Animal Mother would have been a hoot.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
You said the drones were much better.
Yeah, so they got electric drones this time with LED lighting and stuff. So they're white instead of green. So when they crash, you don't think they're a glow stick all night and shoot at them. And they're very, very maneuverable. They got one that's like really super fast. They put 4-cell battery in it, and it goes like 105 miles an hour.
Wow.
They're made of styrofoam so when you shoot them and you hit them, pieces fall off. So
nice.
Yeah, and
so the frequency was up. They were putting them out at a good rate.
Yeah, well, so they still had. So there's some teething problems. They were doing things like flying too high and flying too close to the line, and there were more
like shooting straight up in the air.
We counted 8 airplanes on Sunday morning when nobody was out there except for like 4 guys while we were trying to clean the place up, and but Saturday night there was only like 5 or 6. So there's and I don't know if that's because they cobbled together a bunch of busted ones for Sunday morning or what, but the perception should be that Saturday night's the one where you fly all the planes, and Sunday mornings for the
yeah.
Anyway, So I mean, this is new people, and the first time they've been doing it, so I assume it will get better. It was already pretty freaking good because those planes are awesome.
Yeah, how often do you get to shoot at a moving target that's being
twice a year,
guided by somebody else?
Twice a year. We also had a ball turret, a working ball turret you could climb in.
I saw the videos of that.
Yeah,
That looked pretty cool.
Some Battlefield Vegas brought up an M60 tank with a 105 gun in it, and also an APC of some sort with a Vulcan 20 millimeter on top of it. So
really?
Yeah.
Did they fire that?
Mm-hmm.
Did it sound?
I never caught the Vulcan close up, but I did go down and watch. And Mickey actually got to fire the 105
from outside the tank.
Yeah.
Did it sound like a minigun, just like grown up?
There were a couple of things that sounded like miniguns, but I didn't go explore the line very much because I'm too lazy to do that kind of shit anymore.
Well, so I wasn't there to guilt you into it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I did go down and act as videographer for when Mickey got to shoot the tank, and
that's cool.
That's about it, though. District 9 was in full effect.
Cannon people.
Dirty dick cannon people with their pallet fires and stuff.
Pallet fires?
Yeah, they just fucking pile up a bunch of pallets and throw some diesel on it, and there you go. And
it's better than dragging that shit home, I guess.
You know how us cannon folk are.
Yep.
I get to say that now.
Dirty dick cannon folk. With only 20 millimeters, though, you won't be relegated to them.
Yeah, I'll be the tallest or the shortest midget, I guess. Tallest midget, I don't know, something
like that.
Tallest midget on the rifle side.
Yeah, had a lot of things go really well. My 1919 ran awesome on 308. I converted it before I left. I got there and I'd never tried it before in 308. Head spaced it and timed it on the line, and it shot where the EOTech was pointed, and it ran all weekend. It was fucking awesome.
That's nice.
That's perfect.
Yeah. And the Mean Arms magazine adapters for 9mm work great. I cut off the top of mine for use with the CMMG upper. With that also worked awesome. So if you're thinking about trying those, they work good. The CMMG ones I ordered came in after I got back, and it turns out they just cut off the top also of theirs. It's all the same.
Magic.
Got all kinds of dog kerfuffles going on back here. What else? I also did something else that worked. No idea. 1919 worked. 9mm shit worked.
Did you take your PPSH?
I did. I shot a little bit. It was about the same. No change really. I got most of a drum done. Stick mags worked, but I get stoppages where it's not a light primer hit; it's a full-on primer hit, but it doesn't go bang, and so I get around in the chamber and have to clear that once in a while.
Is that bad ammo, you think?
Maybe. It's all 1950s, fucking Romanian, Czech, Polish, all 1950s. So yeah, it's conceivable. And a lot of that stuff was advertised as having hard primers too. So I don't know.
So that's a good excuse for our ammo doesn't go off every time.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's Romanian. Oh shit.
It's Eastern European varieties of. I took a little Chinese, but I didn't shoot it.
Well, that's good. Shouldn't choose the Chinese.
No.
Dude, fuck on me. I shouldn't say because I don't know what nationality Ken Jeong really is. American, I guess.
My Shrike ran good on 855 too. That was the other thing.
Ooh.
It had weird changing cyclic rate on full auto, but it was very reliable on semi-auto, and I expect it will smooth out and be nice.
Describe the changing fire rates.
Was it Stephen? What is his name? Changing fire rate or?
No, it would slow down on feeding it. So the M16 barely has enough energy to feed out of M27 links, and so when you have a Shrike upper, it either works or it doesn't.
Do you have to support the belt? Like if you put too much tension on the belt?
I was just running out of a 200 round nutsack. I bought. We got up there and there's like, hey, you want some 5.56? I'm like, what is it? Lake City, fucking belted 4-1 tracer in nut-sacks. I'm like, for 33 cents. I'm like, fuck yeah, I want some. How much can I get? I got 1,600 rounds of that. That was pretty sweet.
Woo, nice.
Mm-hmm. Them buddy deals.
Yeah. I've been trying to get buddy deals out of the shop down the road, but they're still charging a little bit more than I think they should for some stuff. But
for going out of business.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, clearly they're not going out of business that hard. So.
Well, and you got another business lined up. And
yeah, I mean, it's like
fire sale everything.
There's their version of going out of business, and then there's Sears' version of going out of business, and those are two different, very, very substantially different things.
So did you bring any ammo home or not?
Left I shot up almost all the 308, but I brought back I brought back most of everything else I took. Yeah. I take a lot of shit up there and I don't use it. I did shoot every gun I brought up there this time though, so that's pretty good.
Did you still take the RV up there or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way to go.
The one with no air conditioning?
It has air conditioning.
Oh.
Cruise America, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet actually.
We'll flush the toilet for you. No, they didn't flush it, but you can pay to have them to not have to handle your own poop, and it's fucking great. Best deal there is. I had the whole Princess Suite to myself.
Nice.
Nobody snored that I know of.
No.
No mad farters. All in all, a very good weekend. Still recovering from it though. My this fucking hand is just fucked up.
All arthritic.
Yeah.
Too much whacking it or what?
No, not enough. My knees are starting to stop swelling, and yeah, it's all good. So I report a very, very good. What's that thing? Big Sandy. Yeah.
Fun was had.
Fun was had by all. They had a flamethrower there too, a real one. I don't know, looked real.
Like
dude. So I'm walking away just as it gets dark, and they're doing the flamethrower demo before we start to shoot Saturday night. I come back from porta potties, come walking up, and it smells like fucking diesel or whatever, and it's thick in the air. And I'm like, walk up. Wow, it smells like victory out here. It was awesome.
Need an animal mother there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would have been the topper on the cake. Yep.
What kind
That's all I got to say about that.
Bullshit is this?
We missed you, Fluffy.
I missed you guys too, man.
I'll have to come out sometime.
Dude, it's so much fun.
Yep. Of all the places to shoot tracers in the dark from belt-fed machine guns at RC planes in the world, it is by far the best.
Of course, there's not very many places you can do that anyways, so it's probably...
shush you.
That's the joke.
No. Spiting like a war zone.
Yeah. Get you some Northern Arizona Munitions 9mm tracer and have it brought out, and arrive with your M11 with your Lage upper. Hose airplanes.
Yeah. Or get the 5.56 one.
Ooh, yeah, you should. He's doing those now.
Yeah, I need to get on the waiting list, but
yeah,
I'm just, lazy like everyone else.
He doesn't even charge you money to get on the waiting list.
I know, and you're not fucking beholden to buy it.
Wait a second, you don't have to pay ahead of time?
No.
Mm-mm.
That's how you do a fucking pre-order. You put your
if-
name on the list, and you don't have to pay anything when your name comes up. You can say, "Oh, I don't want it."
Because if you decide you don't want yours, he's got like 50 people waiting in line to snag it. So, yeah, that's how that works. It's a good business for him.
Well,
And
he's
he's a
smart.
nice guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
knows how to make a product and deliver.
He's got a very strong desire to win matches.
Really?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what he started that whole thing so he could win matches.
Yeah, with
Like,
his Mac 11. He's like, oh, I
Uh-huh.
got a Mac 11. I'm gonna make it better.
Mm-hmm.
And it says
So-
you can sell your slot if you get in early enough.
Yeah.
Seems
Knob Creek actually changed their subgun match rules to counteract him and his toys.
That's hilarious.
All the MP5 dorks were complaining.
well when you have like 1800 RPMs and you just go blip and get 3 hits and then move on to the next one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
With
His
no
stuff's
rise.
Slow fire, right?
Some of it is. Some of like the 380 one, you had to run up to like 2200 rounds per minute with the titanium bolt. I thought
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
it was something insane. I mean, you heard it run. It was like, zzz.
Bert.
A little baby bird.
Mm-hmm. So you know what I saw while I was there? Back to Big Sandy for a second. M249 designed to run on an H&K trigger pack.
Get out of here!
Nope.
Isn't that like a big no-no from the ETF?
Yeah. According to the FNC, it is.
Right. Anyways, they exist. It didn't run very well, but I don't know the reason for that. So
Did you see any full auto STG 44s or STGNs?
no, I didn't walk the line though.
It's a
Oh.
joke.
Oh.
Now he gets it.
No.
I say Mac wasn't there,
Yeah, he'd
dropping magazines in the heat.
He'd go to Knob Creek and stare at the 100 people who actually get to shoot.
That was just a spectators gallery.
Well, yeah, Knob Creek. I've never been there, so I don't really know this. But all the pictures I've seen, it's a very compressed line. You get like 3 feet. You got to die to get a fucking line position.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's very hard to get a position.
And it's basically a walk for 4 miles kind of tourist event and shit show. Basically, there is a gun show there that's supposed to be.
Well, it's a
really
place to buy parts. It's
Yeah.
the place to buy parts,
good. Yeah,
supposedly.
yeah. I suppose if you want a goofy French submachine gun parts kit, that would be the place to get it.
You don't like French machine guns? Come on.
I mean,
With their little gay brass trays and the little purse that comes with it to carry them in.
if Scott told John about this and he's watching right now, I can't. As he pines more and more for an MG42, he gets more and more wistful about having bought a bunch of hipster machine guns.
Hipster.
Yeah.
I also pine about having any machine gun besides just the one I have.
One of our buddies has got a phenomenal collection of very impractical guns from foreign countries in World War One and stuff, and they are all awesome, but they are all impractical.
FG42.
No. The German ones are practical. The French ones and the Japanese ones, not so much.
Shosho and your tray fed with those Type 90. I don't know what the
Woodpecker.
Japanese ones are called.
I don't think he's got a show. Did you guys see the B'nai Mercy though on Ian's show there?
I don't watch Ian stuff. I don't watch anything. He just rubs me the wrong way.
Wow.
I don't know why. Seems like a nice guy, but every time I've ever interacted with him on Reddit,
Oh yeah.
or I've seen him in, yeah,
I learned so much from that dude.
yeah, I'm sure his videos are great. It's not my bag of tea.
So what else we talking about?
We had a couple of topics in the other thread that we could look up, but they were probably something stupid that, I don't know, was just the mainstream media trying to find something detrimental about guns. So
Where's Omnom?
where do you think he is? Let me check Snapchat, see what he's drinking and what he's trying to get on.
He's head deep in those big giant titties. That's where.
Actually, I see him playing a lot of Far Cry 5 lately, so
Uh-oh.
Or what?
maybe
Trouble
there's like
paradise.
a mod you can put huge tits on the players and that.
I would love to see huge tits on the dog.
You would like to see that.
Well, that's the second player, so like it's the
What's the dog's name? Meat,
Salsa
isn't it?
Boomer or something? I don't know.
Dead meat.
No,
Yeah.
Cheeseburger is the bear. I got it, but I didn't play it. It was free with my video card or something like that. So
Damn. Must have got a pretty new video card.
I got a 1080 a while back.
Looks like we made it. Starting to come off now.
So how's that Python stuff coming, man?
Python?
Yeah.
Me? Oh, I just got back, man. Chill,
before-
pickle.
I don't mean to hassle you, dude.
It's just so damn funny when I do.
Yeah. I was gonna buy you the Python in 21 days and send it to you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I know how to go on the internet.
Supposedly.
I couldn't imagine learning a programming language from scratch in 21 days.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Well,
Yeah, but you guys have a background in,
Yeah.
I paid somebody else to do all my programming for me in college. And it was only a 12-pack of beer, so we were in that great at programs.
So you learned about subcontracting.
Mm-hmm.
Outsourcing.
Find a guy that can do your thing.
I'm on the
Decent amount of
management
money.
track. Fuck off.
That's funny. All right. Hold on. I'll be back in 1 second.
Bum, 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 bum. 5.83 Mach Russian sniper rifle. It's totally going to get adopted, just like every other one that never does that they post on the thing there.
Yeah, I saw that too. The other topic was the Army wants a new round, a new rifle, and like 150 million rounds.
It's a very nice rendering of it, too.
Yeah. Potato graph.
Who are they buying it from?
Nobody. It's probably one of those dumb articles that has no source whatsoever, but
In other news, people in hell want ice water.
yeah.
Specifications. So, well, yeah. What I like the wording of this article, and it's true news, whatever the fuck that is. Says the Army wants this, but that doesn't necessarily mean the Army's going to get it.
Yeah. The Army wants all kinds of shit.
Doesn't necessarily mean what it is, that they know what it is. It's a shit rendering too. The Army really wanted the G11 too back in the day, remember?
That, yeah.
It was going to be the next thing since sliced bread. Greatest thing.
Most complicated thing.
Yeah.
That never worked or went in production.
When the AN-94 looks less complicated than your rifle, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, when you have a cable pulling front to back.
Mm-hmm. The AK-107 though uses a rack and pinion. which is a valid way to do that.
I have not seen that.
It doesn't do the 2-shot burst in one recoil stroke kind of thing, but it does balanced recoil, so it sends a weight forward as at the same time it sends the bolt carrier back. And so rack and pinion on top of the bolt carrier, so the thing that goes forward goes anyway. Yeah,
That seemed like a rack and pinion on top of the bolt carrier would seem like a very easy point to get debris into and like break your action for some reason.
yeah, it's all in a tube and stuff, and it's under the dust cover and whatnot. So in theory, it's not so bad, and also it's not terribly hard to clean if it does. But yeah,
I wonder how much it retards the action, because I mean that's moving a lot more parts than.
yeah, I don't know. I figure it's the bolt carrier and the thing in the front are the same weight as the bolt carrier by itself, right? So it's sending some weight forward and some weight backwards, and the weight's the same. You lose, your I don't know what the efficiency of a rack and pinion system is on paper, but it's not perfect, of course. But yeah, it's all just balancing, basically. The AK's got a pretty heavy bolt carrier.
Yeah.
AK ran fucking great too. The KN, I gotta reiterate, the KNS gas piston for an AK is fucking tits. Infidel shot it a lot more than I did, but it's the Village bicycle.
What's the gas piston do? Is it adjustable or is it just lighter? Or
It has a vent in the middle, and you can crank a thing to change how much gas gets through the middle. So you can, all AKs are basically really overgassed, and it lets you tune it to whatever you're shooting so that you get just enough. My AK actually puts the brass about 6 feet forward and to the right instead of 30 feet forward to the right now, and it runs like a kitty cat. It's fucking great. Well worth the money. I mean, if you got a full auto AK, but I guess in semi-auto, if you're shooting matches with an AK or whatever, it would be good too. And they've got them for RPK or RPKs, AK-74s, as well as that Romanian sniper rifle thing. What the fuck is it called?
and sniper rifle.
Yeah, it shoots 7.54. It looks like it's just a big AK. It's not a Dragunov, but everybody confuses it for a Dragunov.
Oh, a Tiger or the PSL?
PSL, that's it. Yeah.
PSL.
I was not coming up with the acronym. Yeah. Anyways, Skookum as Frig. KNS makes good shit.
There's a few companies that make nice stuff.
Yeah.
Keeps pinging me.
Oh, wouldn't me?
Where's Othias with the MP18? Where's Rusty?
And I helped.
Rusty hasn't been around for a while.
Yeah, Rusty's in a foreign country right now. I can't say where.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can tell you it's foreign.
It's probably Aruba or Abu Dhabi.
No, for
Both of those are fictional.
yeah. It was funny when he'd be in his hotel room and people would find out what hotel it was and call him while he was on air. Why is my phone ringing in my room?
That was not very nice.
Why did this SVD-40 just punch me in the dick? SVT-40. What's the weirdest machine gun I saw at Big Sandy? Aircraft Lewis gun in our spot.
The one with the little hula girl on the top?
No, that was just a TP-28. This guy we shot with, who came up, I hadn't met him before. He brought an Aircraft Lewis gun. It's a Lewis gun without the big obnoxious aluminum jacket on the front, but mounted on a tripod.
So it's a skinny boy.
Yeah, quite nice.
Huh.
Didn't see any really weird stuff. Some Boston officer is suing Arms List, huh?
Yep.
For what?
For selling guns without background checks.
For being retarded. It's one of those things where everybody's like, what? Who cares? Somebody that thinks they're going to have a payday. That's who cares.
Yeah, when you follow the law, what do you... Good luck. Dumbass.
I need to file this latch off. It's fucking really, really tight.
Latch.
I finally
what you
got
there?
my stamps finally cleared
Nice.
on my.
How long did it take?
They're mid-February, so
Oh, that's not too bad. 6 months.
yeah. Considering the new ones are going in like 2 to 10 days.
Was that Form 1 or Form 4?
Form 4. I was gonna say I've never walked into a gun shop and walked out with a SBR and a can without having to fill out a 4473. That was kind of odd.
Yeah, they should have 4473'd you.
For a Form 4?
Yeah, even if it's on a Form 4, it's still...
It's not on their books, though.
Oh, it's somebody else's gun?
Yeah. It's an individual. It was a police officer in Lincoln. It was his gun.
How'd it wind up in there?
They were consigning it for him.
Oh.
Okay,
okay. It took place on their premises.
It's a transfer that's not a transfer. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. At first, I was like, "You guys sure?" Oh, yeah, you're fine. I'm like, yeah, we're going out of business. We don't give a fuck.
Yep. They're actually that's correct though. If it was never on their books, then.
Well, no, it would technically be on their books if it was being consigned. Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't. So.
It was never there.
It
What
was
kind
there.
of SPR was it, Bart?
It was there getting
What?
clean and whatnot.
What kind of SPR was it?
It's a AK-47, or it's this.
Okay, so looks like a crank.
Yes, it's a crank.
Yeah, except the wrong caliber.
Yeah, it is.
Well, what matters is you like.
That's actually a better cartridge for that length.
For being suppressed, it is.
Yeah.
And they did a good job with the suppressor too, because they had it timed perfectly so that the detent pin here locks it perfectly in place when you screw it all the way down.
Oh, the front sight detent?
You hit the
Yeah.
shoulder and
Nice.
Who made the can?
This is actually an AAC can.
Really?
Yes, it's the serial number on it is KGB 00461. It's Krinkov can.
Nice.
So yeah.
Huh. It has a very large opening in the end. I see.
Yeah.
Huh.
It does. It almost looks like there's been a baffle strike in there too, with a slight crack.
Uh-oh.
Hey, just send that thing back to Huntsville. They'll fix it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
It's pretty heavy for what it is.
Well, according to my supplement here, they made it like 12, 13 years ago. So yeah, it's about right.
It's old.
Back when the company was a good company.
Yeah.
I'm Googling it. See what she's made of. Probably Lincoln and shit.
Can.
I don't even see a reference to the KGB. Is the model called? Is it called KGB on the?
No, it's called the Krinkov. They put a KGB prefix on the serial number.
Krinkov 7.62 millimeters. The actual can.
Because they wanted to be cute.
Hey, it worked for me.
That's cool.
Do we get one return out of this? Nope.
It's cool.
Yeah, and I got a decent price on it. I paid, I think, $2,600 for the gun, can, and both stamps.
Okay, so that's really 22 for the gun and the can.
What's the trunnion look like? Let me see.
I need to take it off, but I'm pretty sure.
Show me the other side. I'm wondering if it's a. It looks like it might be a real Krinkov kit.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know. It's got this detent here on the top, Right
Yeah.
there. I have no
Interesting.
idea what that's for yet, but
I don't recall what that is, but that trunnion looks Russian too. Huh. Interesting.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's actually a Russian kit, but I got to take off the front handguards and check out the trunnion still.
Yeah, I wonder if that's built on a because like barrels were a bitch to get when those Tula kits came in through our guns. So a lot of guys built them in 7.62.
Yeah, because the barrel's a keyhole.
Yeah, it's not Yugo. That's cool. Looks like a Russian crank kit. Could be
Rarity.
Bulgarian, though.
It's okay. It goes bang.
In all the right ways.
I'm not too much of a gear whore or whatever.
Well,
Yet.
I don't know what you're trying to say there, pal, but
How many Russian kits you got sitting there waiting to build?
one Tula Krinkov kit. I have an East German AK-74 kit and with an East German barrel and an East German scope and a bunch of miscellaneous crap. I don't know. Can't remember what the fuck I got. Actually, I have to go to search through the garage. Got a PSL kit in there somewhere too.
You need a spreadsheet for your kits too, huh?
MG42 kit and just waiting for Hughes to get killed before I build all that shit.
Did you guys see all those? I see the Ohio National Guard shotguns that got surplus.
So jelly. So jelly.
Those turned out really nice. There's some guys talking about that in Discord.
I
I
think
don't.
Tuna got one, didn't he?
What?
I think Tuna got one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
A lot of guys.
Half Bastard got one of each. I kind of regret not jumping on that because I don't know what was the prices on those.
Like $300.
I was typing a message. What did I miss?
Oh, the Ohio National Guard 870s.
Yeah, they were
those
like $300.
Wow. The stocks are $200. Last time I looked at one.
They were $230. Holy shit!
Hmm.
Holy fuck! Am I pissed? I missed that. Two
Yeah.
fucking shotguns for $500.
I didn't even hear about it.
240 folder for 230 fixed. Fuck.
Hmm.
It was probably on gun deals, and I just missed it because I don't hardly go over there unless something gets snowed. Yeah. $500 out the door for two shotguns.
I think I paid $180 when I snagged one of those stocks. I have one on my 12-inch Wingmaster.
Yeah, yeah, because there's a guy in the sub that showed up with like a shitload of those for sale, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sold them by condition.
Yeah. That would have been sweet.
So many gun deals, so little time, so little money. Unless you happen to be fluffy, and then you can just buy whatever you want. But
Whatever, I do what I want.
Whatever. He's living the American dream. Can you blame him?
You can fucking get this clip out of here.
I had 1,200 of them total, and they sold out.
What clip?
And this fucking Bushmaster assault rifle. To get it apart, you got to take that.
Ooh, that looks
out
like
of
the
there.
clip that holds the barrel in a Barrett.
Kind of. Nah, it's definitely not that. But I'm not doing something right, or it's not been taken off in 20 years.
Get a bigger screwdriver, leverage out of there.
Use a 30-06 cartridge, sir.
Get
Something
some
has to,
steel up in your life.
typically something has to push forward or backward in order to free up the clip.
Yeah, I know. I'm pushing on it. I thought I was anyway.
What is that thing anyway?
This is next Bushi.
Bushmaster assault rifle.
So it's an AR-180 and a
Basically.
Pre-extrusion.
It's not that trash one that you kept linking in Gunbroker, was it?
No, this is off of Arms List. This thing is in pretty nice shape.
How much you pay for that?
Wait, I want to tell you the right answer. $750.
Ooh, I would have done that.
That's not bad.
Guy's like, I want $850, and I was like, I don't know, man. In a world of $400 ARs, that sounds a little high.
Yeah, it doesn't sound a little high. It sounds a lot high.
I was like, you know what? I could tell you $650, and we could land on $750, but I'll just tell you $750, and I'll come up and get it. He's like, all right.
It's old and weird. Of course, it's worth that.
Yeah.
To me,
To us, yeah. I was gonna say.
to people who collect old weird shit, it's worth it.
For people that don't want to buy new, same old shit.
I wish my links would come in. I want that thing.
What's a Lynx?
It's a 50 caliber long action sniper rifle that he ordered from Canada.
Yes.
Was it Canada?
Actually, it's a U.S. company now that deals with the Canadian company that deals with the Hungarian company.
Huh.
Bulgarian. Yugoslavian. It's one of those.
The only 50 I want is a Pausa P50 because it's a big old SKS. Oh, speaking of that, I contracted to buy an SKS M.
Yeah.
AK mags, yeah, from a mutual friend.
Scott.
Well, I wasn't gonna name names.
I will celebrate by drinking a grapefruit beer in your honor.
How is that grapefruit beer? I have friends that don't like it.
It's fantastic. If
That's
you like
unbelievable.
I can
You
only
have
imagine
friends?
how terrible that is.
It's good. I like grapefruit, man. I fucking love grapefruit juice.
Weirdo.
Not that pink bullshit either.
I thought you and I were
want the fucking high
bros.
test. That's how you tell us apart.
Yeah, one is chemically defective enough to like grapefruit, the other is not.
Do you love grapefruit enough to show your wife the grapefruit blowjob fucking video?
We did that a long time ago. Yeah, that's off the list. Pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice is fucking the bomb. I don't know about grape.
Did you see that Reddit post the other day? This guy, like, pineapple juice was like on sale, buy one get one. So he comes home with like 4 giant cans of pineapple juice, and his wife is like, "I know what you're thinking, and it ain't happening."
Exactly.
Oh, it's not for you, babe. It's for my girlfriend.
Hey, what happened to what happened to the goatee, brother? You got more of a Santa thing going on now.
Me?
Well, Christmas is coming. Well, I mean, actually, Fluff, have you been to Walmart recently?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be Bad Santa 3.
Because, like, you know, if you've got, like, I went to Walmart tonight, and apparently, like, Walmart wants us to celebrate Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas all at the same time because all of that shit's for sale.
That's perfect.
No.
This is I can't be bothered with grooming, and it's so much easier this way. When I want to leave the house, and I shave my cheeks a little bit with the little buzzer.
That's what I do.
Okay, I've watched this guy do this on the video 3 times. He's not pushing anything in. He's not doing anything. He's just wiggling the fucking clip out.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
You know the wiggles, brother.
Buy a replacement clip before you try and yank it out.
Do they exist? That seems like something that wouldn't really exist.
Or find a picture of it. See if there's any holes in it or anything.
I don't know. It just looks stupid to me. Maybe a chisel and hammer. Ooh,
So if it's just a horseshoe-shaped thingamajig that you can pull out anytime you want to, that would make the gun fall apart at bad times.
that is what it is. You are exactly correct, sir.
Yeah, but like usually those have a little divot in
There's
them
a
or
little
something.
bit of spring pressure holding it in. That's all.
Okay.
Like you were saying, like I can use the tip of the bullet to compress the recoil spring,
Mm-hmm.
and that sort of makes it flop around, but not come off.
Ah.
But we will fix that. I will use the proper tool.
There could be a pile of carbon on the inside of the horseshoe bit there and causing it.
No, it's on the outside. Well, yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, it could be. I guess.
But I mean, if you put a big enough lever on it, you'll get it out of there. But God knows
that's what I'm working on. A bigger lever. You got it. We have progress.
Oh yeah.
The bigger lever theory always works.
Mm.
Ta-da.
At what cost, though? Oh, nice.
Okay, now the whole gun flies apart, I think.
I'm just watching to see what happens. If anything punches you in the dick or not.
No dick punching.
Really? Peaceable disassembly.
Bushmaster is completely free of that, I assume.
Yeah.
Well, they did master the bush.
Exactly. I'm not sure what's keeping this from going this way. Aha. Oh, that came off.
There's no bayonet lug on it. I'm answering to the YouTube comments there. Because it's probably a band rifle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does have a not welded on flash hider.
Yeah.
But it does not have a bayonet lug. It's not because it might be because it was, pretty sure this was prior to the ban, but I'm not positive about that. It's a proprietary gas block, so I think they probably did not cast it with a bayonet lug, to be honest with you. I don't see anything that looks like it could have possibly been grind marks or anything on it. I just think it doesn't have it to begin with. So it's M16-esque. Not quite.
See, when you make a thing like that, though, and you're casting it, that's definitely a casting, so it's pretty trivial to throw a bayonet lug on it. I assume that. Gwyn Firearms Bushmaster. Wait, that's not that, is it? Image.
It's not a Gwyn, it's a Bushmaster.
Yeah. Wikipedia's got a picture of the rifle, but no pages are using the picture.
I wonder what company has the most guns that you'd like, different firearms that you'd have to collect if you want to collect every single firearm in their repertoire.
Oh, that's easy. SIG.
It's got to be Winchester.
No, SIG. Come on.
That's a joke because they make so many different versions of fundamentally the same gun.
That's pretty funny.
Would it be? It'd have to be somebody that does rifles, handguns, shotguns.
Yeah. So
Beretta. It's been around for 600 years, right?
Oldest name in firearms. Yeah. Oldest company in existence, are they not?
I think actually Remington would be a pretty strong candidate there too. But who clearly beats the shit out of them? Anybody? Mauser?
FN, maybe? Mauser hasn't made pistols for a while.
Trying to remember when FN got going. FN's a conglomerate of.
FN hasn't made pistols.
FN is FN, Browning, Winchester, and something else.
Caltech wins.
Yeah.
Caltech's not winning anything.
Well, they're winning at demand over production.
Anytime
Yeah,
if you want industrial fasteners and flat dark earth, Keltec is your only choice.
I absolutely love Keltec. They're consistently 100,000 units behind on like 9 different SKUs, and they've been that way for 10 years. Be right back, guys.
Okay. I can't find an article on, like, Wikipedia doesn't seem to have an article on this thing. How is that even possible?
Wikipedia knows all. If it doesn't have an article, you should update it. Be part of the solution.
I'm just trying to figure out when they made them. There's either auctions. Wikipedia has a photo, but no article. Max got a video, but I can't watch that while we're trying to figure this out. Times. Capitalism.
Oh, fuck, what was I going to say? God damn it. I hate that when you have something interesting to say and then like 2 seconds later it's like, gone.
Yeah, I'm having that problem less and less nowadays.
Matt B has a question. Matt B, you absolutely have time. Please ask away. We need something to talk about.
Yeah, otherwise one of us is going to start singing Bonnie Raitt.
Why would I don't need a hero.
No, that's Bonnie Tyler.
Oh, I got my Bonnies
Hold
mixed
on.
up.
These fuckers. You summon the batches. You fucking assholes. I got you.
Oh, I heard a clank. Oh,
I love when you watch the video and the fucking guy does it like effortlessly, and then you feel like a jackass because you can't do it effortlessly.
See, the thing about those videos is these guys spent 3 hours beforehand completely disassembling the rifle, lubing everything up to the point it just slips in and out so that they can do it all nice and like linearly and make it all nice in one shoot. That's the difference because you don't ever do thing on the first take.
Fucker.
That's a long ass piston.
That's an AR-180, all right. Or AR-18. Sorry.
It's a single spring deal,
Oh, fine, whatever. Yeah,
but it is definitely an AR-180.
it's a piston top over top of an AR bolt.
And it looks like it hasn't been lubricated in, forever.
Matt B asked, thinking of trading my Hellwan and $25 for a CZ52, yay or nay? So the CZ52 is objectively a very interesting pistol mechanism, but it's objectively a very poor execution of an objectively interesting mechanism.
And isn't that in 9x25 anyways?
No, it's 7.60 by 25.
Oh, that's what I meant.
The Hellwan is a crappy Egyptian Beretta clone. Both of which are interesting. You should buy both.
I don't think this thing has ever been clean.
'Cause
Holy fuck.
CZ52 is my first pistol ever, and so it's got a soft spot in my heart. And I bought one again because I have to have one basically. Plus, it came with some Chinese ammo, so that was pretty sweet. I never owned a Hellwan, but I wouldn't sell a collectible gun to buy another collectible gun. I would just buy a second collectible gun.
Yep. Don't sell.
If you got
Only buy.
cop trading Glock 23 for trade bait that you could get some money on too, then that's what you want to do ideally.
I don't think this has been oiled in a long time.
Friend Simulator asks how much to buy the Hellwan, asking for a friend. All three of those guns would go nicely with each other. That's why you should get them all.
Acquire more guns.
Yep.
Rinse, repeat.
The Glock trade bait thing is real. Buy all the Glock $300 Glock top trade-ins you can buy and clean up all Glock police trade-in pistols have shiny spots from rubbing against Dunkin' Donuts booths. But you could take a little steel wool and buff that right out so she's not shiny no more and she doesn't look like a cop trade-in. And then I traded one for a Colt Commando once. That was pretty sweet. Straight across. $300 for $600 rare. Well, not rare, but unusual Colt World War II revolver. That was my crowning. Oh, I think I got a crazy Argentine 22 1911 off of a guy for 1-2 once. That one, when you close the slide on a loaded magazine, it goes bang though, so that's probably bad. gotta look at that one.
So would it run away or just the first round?
Just the first round.
How the fuck does that work?
Actually, I don't know. I only loaded one round to make sure. Anyway.
We think if the act of closing the slide would make it go off, the act of the slide closing on a round from recoil would make it go off.
You would think, yeah. I don't know. I should probably try that.
Do I know anybody with a lathe? I think.
I got one. What do you
you have one.
Yeah.
I need a sleeve.
Oof.
Kind of sleeve.
Oh, a teeny tiny sleeve.
I just need
Needs
the
to
ID,
be-
the ID, the OD, and the chosen material, and I can get her done for you.
Yeah.
Probably.
0.25 OD,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say 0.20 ID.
Interesting. What's that for?
Well, the charging handle goes into the bolt, but it just
Yeah.
kind of sort of the outside of the stamped receiver kind of keeps it in place. But
Yeah.
it's all
Oh.
wiggle wobbly.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's all like,
Do you want it to press?
Loose.
Do you want it to press fit on there so
Cattywampus.
it's all nice and snug?
So I want to make it fit tighter, and I think probably a 5,000 spacer would make a big difference. Or-
What you ought to do is get me the real ID of the part it's going into and the real OD of the part that it's going on to,
Yeah.
and we'll make you one that fits exactly, and you can green Loctite it on in place, and it'll be awesome.
Yeah, I have to do that because I get my.
Plus, also how long it is.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say roughly 1/16.
Okay.
A little longer.
I don't have
1/16 of an inch.
So the ID is I don't have a boring bar anywhere near that small though. So I bought a bunch of dead guy reamers off eBay. So I might have accidentally the right size reamer for the inside diameter of that.
Nice.
And I got a set of drill bits that cover a whole bunch of different sizes, but the ID might be tricky, is what I'm saying.
I'm sure it would be with that
to get an exact fit, but
well, wouldn't you do the ID first and then trim the outside to fit it?
sure, yeah, but getting the right ID is the hard part, unless you have a reamer or a bit or some other thing to make it exactly the right size. But I probably can do it. We'll see. Some of the
It's just the lead time's 10 to 12 months.
A little bit of slop though. It's
this
just
is considerably less work
away.
than shortening a.
At least it's not an HMG Gunworks lead time.
I was just gonna say that HMG is like just I'm gonna say a little tasty of own medicine, but I really
I mean,
yeah.
vaporware is even generous at this point.
What was their last? Did they have a Friday podcast at 3?
Yeah, I told you they had like a 3-parter.
Where they said nothing.
What are you doing? Your ASMR stuff with the chapstick or what?
Yes, it's just
They literally said nothing. like they talked about how their gun wears the same as a gun from World War II, kind of, but different. And when it's different, it's better. Apparently, that's literally what they did. They showed pictures of guns.
We're not doing an L85 and
G11 and the FAMAS.
I think somebody may have thought to ask, hey, where the fuck's our guns? And they were like, oh yeah, everything's going great, really going good.
Swimmingly.
Still waiting for that magazine update. They're just a couple days away from getting that resolved.
Yeah. God, this thing's got a lot of slop. Oof.
Next time we should get a few guys on there to just spam it with magazine update, magazine update, magazine update. Instead of all those retards that don't have pre-orders and look like they're 12 years old.
It's all going according to plan.
Yes.
I don't think you guys are going to need rifles. I really don't.
I know you don't. I think it's awesome that you don't think that.
Well,
I didn't say incorrect or anything. It's just awesome.
Uh-oh, Friend Simulator's making a G11. He'll take our, I assume Friend Simulator's a boy. Take your $5,000 deposits.
Isn't the correct term friend proxy? Isn't that what Maniac taught me?
Something like that, yeah.
That's a great little show.
Friend Simulator was talking about having a 2011 though, so I assume it's a monkey.
Does it look Asian?
Huh?
Does it look Asian?
It looks like the standard chit chat icon.
Is there a hole in the monitor?
Oh, all caps, no. How dare you,
sir?
People get so bent out of shape. Little things like
my butt hurt detector is going off.
Shooting things unintentionally. Yeah, I need to fucking just go to the range and take like all the guns I haven't shot and just go shoot them all once, just as I have. I'm not as efficient as that, as like Fluffy is. You seem to go out and shoot all your guns right away.
No, I don't do that. I usually wait till Big Sandy and then bring them up. And sometimes they don't even shoot them up there. I was very pleased. Everything I took worked, though. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Like out of the guns behind me, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those I've shot.
I'll be back. I'm swimming and my teeth are swimming.
I just noticed to unsnap these stocks when they fold over, you got to reach in and like move that little thing back. That's kind of annoying. Huh. They're not like the other foldable stocks where you just hit the button on the back, then they open up.
Oh, really? Oh, you got to hold it down. The CZ's like that.
Yeah.
CZ57's like that.
I really need to either fucking operate the shit out of this latch or do a little bit of grinding on it. Just pushing that button's a bitch. Jesus. Yeah, once I use it more, it'll be fine. This thing is made in Cleveland, Ohio. That doesn't really bode well. Rust belt bullshit. Jesus Christ. This even has like the Russian lettering on these sights, though. That's kind of cool. Whatever the N sign means.
What was made in Cleveland?
Oh, this gun says Cleveland, Ohio, made in the USA, ITM Arms Co.
Hmm.
Model MK99 7.62. Actually, I'm going to Google that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know you said last time when you looked at this, you thought you knew who made it.
Okay, Pest, I got some dimensions for you.
Oh, yeah. Hold, please.
Ooh, it's actually autofilling. Oh, these. There's one on the Rock Island auction. Oh, except it's a regular carbine. Estimated price range $300 to $500. Ooh.
Gotta get on the Google Keep and make a list.
The ITM receivers are usually pretty good receivers. They were the first ones of the US made receivers. The ITM receivers are slightly thicker than normal, but only hardened around the fire control group access pinholes in the ejector.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all the shit that needs hardened, isn't it?
Yeah, the biggest complaint with receivers have is most of the early ones have the selector lever holes a bit off. ITM receivers are made by Ohio Ordnance Works. Well, that's kind of
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, those kids are good.
yeah.
Yeah, Bob Landis knows how to build a receiver.
What are your dimensions, sir?
0.315 OD.
Okay.
0.308 ID
Interesting.
and 0.1 high or long.
At one length.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really short. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Holy balls!
If you make me a half-inch one, I can file it down, I guess.
No, I got me a cutoff tool. I can, yeah, 0.1 long. Interesting. And what's the actual outside dimension or inside dimension of the hole it goes into? 315 or?
Yeah. The ID of that hole is 315, and the OD of the other
So we
piece is 308. So it'll be a little.
probably want it 312.
Well, I was thinking that. Oh yeah, if it collapses, I don't want it to collapse. And I did measure it accurately though.
Well, I'm saying though, you don't want it to fit exactly because if it gets hot or something, it won't come out. Or...
I don't want it to come out. I don't
Like-
want the sleeve to ever come out.
Oh, you want the sleeve to be in the hole forever?
Yes, sir.
I was thinking of putting it on the other thing forever, but yes, okay, that makes sense. So 308 is the actual OD of the.
0.308 is the OD of the cocking handle.
All right, so we want to make that one like 306 then, or 310. Maybe.
Okay.
That's not much left. It's a really skinny sleeve.
Yes, sir.
That's
Well, if
why
you
they
get-
call them sleeves instead of bushings.
If you get that in there and it don't come out, so there's only 5,000. Oh boy, that's gonna be paper thin.
I essentially want it to be a wear surface for the epoxy I'm going to use to attach it to that hole.
That seems like
So that means it's okay. All that's left is like 2,500 of material on either side. I don't think that'll go. This.
Well, it would be 3,500, right? If you went to 308 on the inside.
How about we do a new cocking handle?
Oh, that'd be easy if you can. Yeah, I mean, it would.
Do you want to unshape that? Or yeah, I was gonna say knurl the other thing, the little doodad there, so that it goes in tighter. Because honestly, 2,500 per side is not enough meat to be a real thing.
Yeah, don't forget the knurling surface. The surface I'd be knurling is the 0.1.
0.1 long.
Yeah.
Jeez. Hold that up. Let me see.
I mean, that's a good point though. You could mar it, I guess.
So it's not focus, you fuck.
I don't think it's.
I recommend on shaping that part, and then we'll make it so that it's 0.315 or 0.314, 313 down there on the end where it needs to be in the thing.
Okay.
And then you can keep the original one. Have a nice one for.
I got P2.
I'm wondering what the sacrificial part was in this case, or the bolt.
Oh.
And I would imagine the bolt. I don't know, the bolt carrier material and the cocking animal material. You know what I mean? I don't know which one wore which, but I don't think they sold it.
It maybe didn't wear. Maybe it's. I mean, like that really
It's a little
wouldn't
bit
wear.
egged.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Really?
just a little bit. You can see that the shoulder on it, instead of being flat, it's actually leaned like this. Like it actually allows it to wiggle that way.
Interesting.
I mean, it could put weld on it.
It's attached to the bolt, so it reciprocates, right?
It does reciprocate, yes.
So it could be doing the.
Oh yeah, that's true.
If it's
Yeah.
been shot a lot, it could wear that way. But like, the action of cocking the rifle shouldn't wear it much. But bouncing
You can
back
definitely
and forth.
see. I bet there's 2 or 3 thousandths of a difference between the inside of the bearing surface and the outside of the bearing surface. So it has literally worn itself into a cone shape.
Oh, that's no bueno.
Yeah, that's why it's walking around so much.
So it flops back and forth every time you shoot the gun. How many times? I mean, is the barrel shot out? Or
No, the barrel's nice.
does the gun look very used?
No,
Like, so a few thousand
it's a
rounds?
Bushmaster. Come on, man. I mean,
No, I'm just saying, like to get a conical wear on the thing, unless they didn't harden that part at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying. I think this sacrificed itself to the bolt, because when I look in the opening in the bolt, it doesn't look like it's wore. I can still see what looks like the original shoulder at the bottom. I mean,
Yeah. Is it Parkerized?
it is Parkerized,
Okay.
but not inside the hole.
Yeah.
I think Bushmaster did their usual trick, and maybe. Yeah, it is Parkerized actually.
Hmm.
And there's wear on. Oh, you can see it. You can see. Oh, maybe it did egg this a little bit.
Hot glue and pray. Somebody says on YouTube. Oh.
Yeah, I agree. It would be a lot easier to make it handle.
Yeah, it's all outside the man.
Because the inside's egged too. Jesus Christ. The whole thing's egged. So there's a piece that bears on an so there's a smaller inside diameter where the bolt handle, cocking handle goes into the carrier.
Mm-hmm.
And that is angled this way because it's on the inside of the gun because it wore that way. And then the actual outside surface, the ledge, is angled that way.
And it's all egged.
Literally made itself into a.
Oh boy. Somebody shot the shit out of that thing then. Or it was tapered to begin with.
Or it's a kind of crappy gun. Yeah.
Huh.
You know what? You could actually take and part this piece off of the existing cocking handle and then make a new piece that you would then either friction fit or
oh yeah,
you know, use the original cocking handle as a sleeve that you put the other one into.
Could do.
That actually would work.
I'd rather make a new one.
Yeah, but can you make knurls?
Yeah.
What?
Of course I can knurl shit.
Really?
Yeah.
This little fucking tiny knurling?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it.
You got like a 1,000th end mill you can use?
It doesn't show up on your potato. No, you use a knurling tool.
Yeah, it's real fine. Nice,
Shove
real
it through
fine. Knurling can't.
Oh.
Thing. But,
send me a real potato graph of it.
Okay. Yeah, I have to send you like a close-up picture of this because you can literally see how it's gone like this.
It's all cattywampus.
Yeah.
So if it was wearing, it would be worn more towards the front and the back of the bolt where the thing flops around.
There actually is a spot that looks like it's wider.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Somebody's put 20,000 rounds through that thing.
Get out of here.
20,000. More likely they didn't lube it before they shot it.
No, Friend Simulator. I do not have a 2011. Does anybody else here have a 2011?
Why would I do that?
I don't know. I guess it's 100 more, I guess.
Like the 2011 like competition one, or like the 2-barreled piece of
Yeah,
shit that Arsenal.
it's a competition one. It is, I guess, STI 20. I don't know who makes them, but fancy 2011 shooting the high capacity in 45 AARP.
A lot of those, well, they're usually in 40, but those cost like $5-6 grand.
And 2011.
For a gun to shoot competition with. A lot of the guys in the competition channel are they're really good.
Mm-hmm.
I see their scores on Facebook all the time.
Yes, and the N is. I was going to say that. I heard that while I was peeing. The N in Cyrillic is a P.
Oh yeah, for the ranging.
I don't know what the hell P means in relation to ranging, but yeah.
Point blank.
Something like that. SBR or AOW my Sterling pistol. You can't AOW a rifled thingamajig. AOWs are smoothbore.
What's a Sterling pistol? Why does that not fucking ring a bell?
It's like a fancy Sten with crinkle coat.
It's kind of a hipster Sten.
But it's missing a stock, which is the.
Oh, it has a stock? Oh,
pistol?
Not the pistol.
Yeah.
Sorry.
SBR.
Short-barreled rifle.
Reading through the questions here. Can't weld together stock. Yes, you can weld together a fucking Sterling stock out of a lawnmower blade for sure. You could also go down to Home Depot and buy some flat bar from the little bin next to the plywood. And just get the full auto one.
That's good life advice.
Absolutely. Bump, 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 bump. Awful quiet tonight.
Yeah. We don't have Omna here, and FC appears to be preoccupied with the baseball
It was
game,
so much better when Omnom ran the thing.
I'm
I'm just talking. I'm not. Nobody's running it. Is my point, right?
Okay, there, best.
Yeah.
Take a look at that top hat and call it.
Ooh. Oh wow. That sure is curly, and it needs to be a cylinder there, huh?
Yeah, both places need to be a cylinder, not opposing themselves.
So the thing rotates obviously when somebody yanks on it with their fingers with that knurling, and that rotational, yes.
It's not like if we make another one, it's not going to wear, right? It is going to wear.
Yeah.
It's just
interesting.
It will take more time to wear.
Yeah, that's a weird design. So the knurling definitely contributes to the thing rotating when you pull back, charge the thing, and so. Yeah, and that's why all the wear marks are longitude or axial. Is it axial? Radial.
Literally.
And well, yeah. So all the wearing and the conical shape there on the end of it it's all smooth and probably everything's running radial to the axis, which means it's rotating when you pull the bolt back. And so people have been finger fucking it for decades. And
Why are you sitting on my rifle, man?
I'm not shitting on your rifle.
He's trying to walk
That's the
you
most
through.
talking about
clapped
how
out
we're-
fucking rifle ever made. It's got 80 million rounds through it.
No, I
Jeez.
mean that kind of wear would be from finger fucking, not from firing.
Oh, I got you.
Hourglass hands. I don't know what that means.
Jesus
Who
Christ.
said hourglass hands?
Enjoy hand said Fluffy's hourglass hands where explanation needs more attention. Get him to demonstrate with his hands more.
Okay.
What?
I don't know what that means.
Somebody's sweet on your hands.
He joins us in the after show sometimes.
Who's that?
Enjoy it, hand. He's one of the guys that's always in the
God bless you.
I see.
Enjoy.
competition channel, but
Of
you're never on the Discord, so you don't really know.
course not, because it's for talking about games.
It's not.
It is too.
It is
Talk
for
about
what
other
you use it
stuff.
for, but we use it for talking about guns like 24/7.
Seems bizarre.
It's actually made my modding ability of the sub by myself possible.
Why would you have to mod it by yourself, Bart? Aren't there
Yeah.
other mods?
I get on there once in a while and mod some shit.
Yeah, he does. Usually, yeah. When the reports get through and I'm off doing other shit, then
Yeah. Typically, when I get there, I see that all the moderating has been done. Well, shit. Nobody ever leaves.
Bart never saves the good stuff for you. Huh?
Yeah.
eh.
I want to tell people to suck a wet fart out of my mouth.
Oh man, some of the guys in mod mail recently, like, oh, can I talk to another moderator? Sure, but they're not going to be any more nicer than me. I'm the nicest guy you're going to talk to all fucking day.
You could die in a fire. And, I concur. This person could die in a fire.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, we should just make one of these new. Boom. I'll fire blow it for you. It'll be awesome. It'll look like a Luger part.
That'll class up the gun. That'll be good.
I can't believe that these Aimpoint micros cost $700.
Yeah,
Dude.
I believe it.
Fucking T1 for life, bro.
That just seems excessive. I mean,
You can leave it on for 2 years and it doesn't ever break. And if you drown with it, your ancestors can take it and keep using it without bothering to change the battery. Fucking great. Except
they are
most-
nice, but seems like a shitload when most other red dots are like half that much.
It's an Aimpoint micro, bro.
Yeah, man.
Even like my
What are you fucking value shopping on us?
EOTechs.
I only got one of them.
Yeah.
Know why? Because that's all you fucking need. Boom.
I've only got one because it was $400.
So Vegan guy 441 says T2 over T1. Sure. I got a T1 though, so now I can't justify buying a T2. So boom.
T2 newer.
Yeah. It's one more.
Hopefully this fucking mount takes I'm gonna be so pissed. Endpoint micro goes on here, so I should be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
I just need the caps back.
No, I have a T1 on my subgun upper for competition because competing and stuff.
Okay.
What's your subgun upper?
Now it's the
9 mil?
CMMG. I got to convert it over. Yeah, 9 mil. The CMMG guard upper. If you got a Colt that you want to run in 9mm with these mean arms things, that's the way to go. It's fucking great. The only problem is you can't run a drum that way. But the thing about the mean arms adapter, though, if you could actually put some 9mm in your 5.56 gun if you did it wrong.
Can you put a beta mag in
vice
it?
versa? No, I mean, conceivably somebody mean arms could make a beta upper for it, but I don't think they'll do that. I don't know. That would be dope as fuck though, because beta uppers suck. They break constantly. To replace one every once in a while. But the bolt being lighter is way better.
Lighter bolt means better.
Yeah, it's delayed
operation?
blowback. So it uses a AR style bolt carrier and bolt, but it's not gas operated. It's got slanted locking lugs and slants on the barrel extension, so it just holds the bolt closed a bit longer by forcing it to slide down the ramp or whatever. Pretty sweet.
Physics.
Ran like boobies. With
Physics.
Yeah. The H1s are the aimpoint H1s, same size as the T1, but not as many night vision settings, which are, legitimately not necessary because I don't really run night vision much. Anyways.
You have no night vision? You don't have the...
I have a PVS 7, but I haven't tried shooting with it yet.
PVS 7, man. That's how old is that? That's gonna be like, is that Gen 1 or Gen 2 optics?
It's 1 into 2.
I thought it was 3+. Didn't
Yeah,
you get the little handheld guy?
Yeah, no, yeah. It's a modern optic or modern. So the PVS 14 is 1 into 1. So you put two of them together, you get 2 into 2, meaning eyes versus things. PVS 7 is the one that has 2 eye doodads and one
into one, yeah.
one thingamajig. So you can't, like, if you're driving 70 miles an hour, you probably hit something because you need depth.
Oh, I thought you got one of the little handheld guys.
No.
Oh.
No.
That thing was badass.
Yeah. Those are PVS 14s.
Yeah.
Those run like $12,000 to $15,000.
Yep.
I think the last time I looked at that, it was $3,500
for just the tube, for the emitter tube.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about for the little handheld guy.
Yeah. For everything else associated with it, they're not cheap.
My PVS 7, it's new and upgraded, and it was 2,000.
Yeah. It's like the most expensive shit you can buy and then never have a chance to use.
Big Sandy is an opportunity. You could go down, like
once a year.
Yeah. So. Or if you're at a belt-fed match at a National Guard range at night.
There's a guy local to me that won a set of PVS 16s off of Instagram.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's like a $16,000 optic.
That's two more than that's. I'm gonna Google that because I didn't know that they had 2 more than the 14.
And he's I don't know. When you say those, could have been to yeah.
Apparently they have a PVS 22 now. Whoa.
The 4-eyed one, yeah.
A 4-eyed one?
Mm.
10
that
grand.
One costs. Oh, that's it. I thought it was like 40 grand for that thing.
Apparently in stock at NV device. Oh wait, no. This is okay, hold on. Nope, this is a single doodad.
Yeah, the 4 tube ones are like 40 grand, I thought.
Yeah.
It's like, when can you ever use night vision? I mean, if you hog hunt a lot or shit, yeah.
Peeping Tom.
43 grand for those.
Yeah. But if you're a dude that lives in the city that doesn't hunt, I mean...
Peeping Tom. If you want to hang out outside an old folks' home and not get busted for having a flashlight, that's the way you do it.
Why would you people on old folks? It seems like.
Don't kink shame.
I guess if you are an old folk and you're just looking at your
I'm
own
making
like,
a joke. I don't prowl around old folks' homes.
Yeah,
Don't
so you're
prowl
from
at
Gen
all.
3, right? The PVS 7s are Gen 3.
Yeah.
Do you walk around the house with it?
Nope.
have you ever used it?
Yep. Once at Big Sandy and once at Infidel's house. It was awesome. Oh, and I did prowl around my own domicile one time with the lights off.
It would have been interesting to compare that to those Russian tanker ones we tried to buy and they got caught in customs.
Yeah. Those would have been fun to play around with.
So the Mickey has one of those Orion German scopes, the big honking fucker. I don't know if you get Don. You've probably seen it. Or
Yeah.
he tears the fuck out of dynamite with an MG42 with one of those mounted on the ground mount, and it's a thing actually. They work great. I got one of those too, but it really is a rifle scope though, and it's a big honking fucker of a rifle scope.
Oh, that's what I forgot to ask.
Very cool.
Did 2.5.
At the gun store that was going on business, they had like a case kind of pushed over the side with some shit in front that had a whole bunch of Russian optics in there. I was going to ask how much they went for that shit. They also had a hydraulic collapsible stock for an M249 that only one guy in the shop knew what it was. I'm like, how much you guys want for this? Well, fuck, I didn't know anybody knew what that was. I'm like, well, I'd be the one to know.
Well, you don't say what it is. Just say how much do you want for this thing that I.
Yeah, I know. And he's like, well, I gotta look it up. I'm like, well, I can tell you they go for like $250 to $350, but I didn't say that. And looked up. Oh, they're like $200-$300. I'll probably put that on Gun Broker. I'm like, you're an asshole. I spend all this money here, and give me a fucking bone on something that doesn't pop up.
$100 right meow.
I mean, nobody's gonna. Who has a fucking 249 to put that on?
Besides Fat Italian Stallion, and that's a 249S.
Is it on a Mag 58? Would that fit the Mag 58? That
Doubtful.
has?
I don't know. It's got this weird like reverse angle mount on it.
Oh, you know what? I think that is how one of the ways they differ is the ass end of the receiver.
Yeah, it angles down, and it has like these two huge holes for the pins to go in, and then has the hydraulic buffer that sits out that hits the bolt, and like the buffer tube on it is like solid metal. It's not like hollow like you get on an AR buffer. It's just like a solid piece of steel.
So it's more of a stopper tube than a buffer tube.
Well, I shouldn't say it's solid because it has the hydraulic buffer in there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, $300 for. I mean, that is probably a decent deal considering I paid like $200 and something for a UBR.
Yeah. UBR is a great stock, though.
It is.
It's adjustable and fixed at the same time.
Oh.
UBR is a great piece of gear. I like it.
Yes. That's what I put on my M16 because the UBR2, it's lighter and it has an A5 buffer tube. And works equally well as a subgun stock or a rifle stock.
Yeah, I haven't bought an UBR2 yet. I just have UBR1s.
It's way lighter.
Yeah.
And A5 buffer. If you've used the Voltor A5 buffer system, I mean, it's a full auto thing, but I mean, it basically gives you rifle buffer smoothness in a carbine buffer length. Basically, it's a little bit longer than a carbine buffer, but not much.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
I'm so fancy.
Got a Geisley.
The lovely sprung noise.
It does fail to do that. It's pretty sweet. Although, I think it's if you have a rough buffer tube, you get that sprung noise, but otherwise you don't.
No, I always get that no matter what.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Bart.
Unless even in like shoving some grease in there, I still get the spring.
The JP Enterprises silent recoil spring is fucking great on the 300 blackout gun because you don't hear anything, even the spring.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if anybody had one of those because they seem like they're cool, but they are kind of expensive for what they
A
are.
little bit. They're not crazy for what you're.
I mean, you can buy like 100 fucking springs for what one of those costs.
Anytime there's a
no,
patent involved.
Yeah.
This is America. Can make money here. Still allowed. Fuck.
Vegan guy 441 says, "I got property to patrol. 2 acres of cliffs. Need NV to not fall to my death. Could put a fence up. Might be cheaper than a PVS 17.
The other way to do that is just ride a horse.
Depends on how big that property is, I guess.
All right, you're muted. Wait.
That was my bad. I clicked on a CNN link and it started autoplaying.
Don't do that.
Why the fuck do I have 5 messages in my inbox? What the fuck? It's like, what did I say now? Holy shit. Who'd I piss off?
Dude, unban me. I feel that your rules are stupid.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I feel I've contributed to this sub before. I'm like, I can look up your post histories instantly. You have not.
Fuck all. Yeah. Feel in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up first.
Somebody's telling me you can fix inconsistent threads on AK for a suppressor.
No.
What?
Well,
I don't know if I'd say fix, but
yeah, if you weld up the old threads and recut them in line with the bore, or do some other bullshit where you sleeve the thing and recut the threads. But either way, you're recutting the threads.
or putting on a new barrel.
Yeah.
I love Bushmaster uses this as the bushing. It's like that blue color adds like at least +5.
Ooh, yeah, that's
So what you're really saying is the company should be called Bushing Master.
Bushing Master.
Because they're master of the bushing, right?
Exactly. What's the durometer of that urethane?
It's pretty soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a little sticky though. I think.
So you're saying it's supple and sticky.
May not be the newest urethane, but it's pretty. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Excellent. So I was watching I rewatched Ian's video on the PPSH because he's like tearing it apart and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, there's a fiber buffer," and I'm like, "My PPSH came with a little piece of leather in the back." Apparently, somebody in the '70s decided they needed a new buffer, and
like, what most resembles this material? Yeah. I have a
piece of glove, and we got her wet and stuck her and folded up 3 times, and it formed to the thing.
I think this is a cheek rest.
Ooh.
It's for the Solitharn.
Really?
And the cool part is,
that's right.
Jesus.
So, but I think it mounts on the receiver. So when
Swiss Army, is that what that stands for?
No, that's for
semi-auto.
Finland.
Oh, you have the one that Finland bought?
I don't know that. I don't
Wow.
know that. I know I have this piece that
They did buy one.
they made in the field and
That's interesting.
did that too. And the leather's still nice on the straps, still nice. I think it was on the gun. And I also got the collar, I think, that goes in place of the bipod when you mount it on the little wheelbarrow. So
Really?
I have the piece to attach it to the wheelbarrow.
Oh, you got to get the wheelbarrow now, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Or get somebody to fab one up for you. It's Fluffy Butt on the TV there.
That was Fluffy Butt, sorry.
Fluffy butter nut.
Eat this one piece. I think you
What's that critter up in the shit between your safes there, sir?
The barrel.
yeah,
With the
that's Soul Thorn barrel.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just happy to see you guys.
So you got the gun apart and took most of it home to please.
Some of it home. I didn't take most of it. I took some. I got the bipod, some other parts.
You're gonna need to buy a truck so you can drive out to the next big city.
I know. I know. I'm gonna rent a rider.
No more Hondas.
It's gonna be a lot of mileage.
I love
My
it.
Anaconda don't want none.
Okay, so all right, let me get these over. You'll like these. These are cool. Okay. Or butt.
Oh, nice.
What in the butt? So this is the recoil spring.
Wow.
That does not look like a Swiss recoil spring.
Wow.
That looks like a jumbled mess. That looks like a Glock.
Of course,
spring.
matching serial numbers. The entire gun, all the parts that I could see. It's got a big compressy thingy, and it pushes the bolt.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
Pretty massive piece of metal.
That would be an interesting murder weapon.
That looks like a mock-up of like the Litany of Fury for like a spaceship for Halo.
Isn't it crazy? It's really cool. And of course, like everything else, serial number matching to the gun.
Jesus Christ.
Bolt faces, bolt head.
That is so titties.
I want one of those now.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I never thought I wanted a Swiss fucking semi-automatic 20mm cannon, but now I do. Now that my buddy's got one.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Oh boy,
That's amazing. Yeah, you just like post that.
That is a
It's like
big
post the
metal.
bolt. That's it.
gotta have bananas for scale though.
Yeah.
Not even that. So, wow, yeah, that's totally backwards from what I thought. So the ribbed part is the part that goes into the chamber.
Yeah, that's the locking lugs.
That's for her pleasure.
Ooh, that's a lot of locking lugs.
I ate them.
Oof. They rotate? No, obviously, they don't rotate.
There's a collar inside the gun that actually rotates. So there's a separate piece
Jesus.
that rotates. It is quite complicated, and the extractor is pretty big. I would say.
Does it have a controlled round feed? That's what I want to know. Can you fire it upside down? If
Does it automatically load itself once you put the magazine in?
Yeah, it does the auto 5 trick. It's like, ready to go, sir.
It's like you weren't ready, now you're ready.
And then I told you when it's done with the last round in the magazine,
It ejects the magazine, right?
it pushes it somewhat, it unlocks it and pushes it slightly out of the receiver. So it's easier to take out and slap another mag in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the Grand Hammond, where when it ran out of ammunition, it ejected the magazine.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
That's like a porn star fluffer. Getting you ready for the next big.
That's fun. Yeah, so I thought they'd get a kick out of that. I'm gonna say 9 pounds. 10
whatever that measures, it's measured in kilos, sir.
I'll have to check the manual.
They don't know about pounds over there.
The English translation.
Mm-hmm. So now you got to get the barrel off the wall there and put the bolt in it so we can see what it looks like.
And there's the bipod.
That's a bit sturdy.
Yeah, it is sturdy.
Jesus.
It is sturdy.
It's hung like a tuna can.
Also matching serial number.
Jesus. Well, I mean, you wouldn't want a non-matching solo thorn for fun.
I know, right?
Well, not for that kind of money.
Yeah.
He paid a little bit
Market
less than what they're
price.
going for.
Yeah, pretty market price.
Decent price.
The neoprene on the shoulder stock is still pretty good. But as you know, the scope cup needs some work.
Yes.
So we have our man on the job.
You should buy one of those like clone a bone kits and put your scope thing in there and just class.
That would work.
How would you know that such a product existed?
Because I've had sex for like the last 20 some years.
I was thinking worst case scenario, I plastic dip it. I don't know what that would do.
Plastic dip would probably cover it in that same kind of stuff, but everything underneath would probably deteriorate.
Yeah, it wouldn't be soft though.
Plastic dip is soft.
Oh.
It is. It's just usually what you put on is rigid, like for handles, for grips and stuff. The actual plastic dip stuff is pretty malleable, but
dip a bone.
Clone a bone. That present for your wife when you're overseas.
Probably sell a lot of those.
Hey, honey, I'm sending my dick to you in the mail. Hope you like it.
Your kit's coming. Be nice to the man that comes to the door. All right, it's time for me to turn into a pumpkin, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Pumpkin butternut.
Gotta get that work thing.
Oh man,
They haven't fired me yet, so.
Well, that's pretty good.
We
They
can.
haven't paid me yet either, but.
Really? At all?
What's that, buddy?
They haven't paid you yet?
No. They'll get around to it.
How long? This has been a while. That seems a little bit alarming.
Well,
but-
I'm investing in the company by taking a note instead of pay. So.
Which can turn out really well.
Yeah, it could. I've been there. All right.
Obviously, you have that huge 2 safes of guns.
No, it's all my wife's money.
As long as there's nothing, as long as you don't arrive and find anything too surprising, I suppose that's pretty good.
I said that was my line you stole.
Oh, I see what y'all are doing now. Yeah.
She went to the casino, man. She's fucking hell in that casino. She comes home with fat stacks all the time. I'm like, how'd you do at the casino? She's like, but about the last
fat stacks of 1099s and
no, you got to get under the thing. Yeah, we get
hand pays are nice, but yeah, the tax.
Yeah, so it's been a little while since I heard any of that, fat stacks talk.
Yeah,
she came on the other day, fucking whacked him again. But I see our win-loss statement at the end of the year, so I know the real story.
It's all in the taxes, man. You see that shit. It's like how many
Well, you can whack up really good wins and losses and not hit that. I mean, if you're there steady, not if you're going in one shot, you can't do it.
Yeah. When you're going like once a month, it's pretty easy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, she might go to the local 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, I'm glad my wife's not that bad. Woo. I'm glad she works and doesn't have the time to do that.
Your wife, on the other hand, however,
she's like, "Did you buy another gun? I gotta go to the casino."
See, I'm the opposite. She goes to the casino. I gotta buy another gun.
Ah, nice.
Fair's fair.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Hero Storage Unit said had a parts kit with a PPSH parts kit that had a wine cork in it. I can see that.
In where?
For a
the
buffer.
butthole?
For a buffer.
Oh.
There, I don't think there's a butthole in a damn it! I can't remember if my PPSH has a butthole or not.
A wine cork? Is it that big of a buffer?
Yeah, it just has it. It's a really light bolt for an open bolt gun or for a blowback gun, and there's something in the back end of the receiver, and apparently a wine cork sometimes.
That's awesome.
Seems like it would destroy itself pretty quickly, though.
All right.
Just need one of them fake California wine ones.
Right, with the plastic, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we sign off? Go to the after
Suppose
show.
so.
Yeah, I'm going to be signing off.
All right. We're out. Thank all you, us 11 of you at this point for watching us. For 11.
Fucking people are watching.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
we-
Shit.
We were up to
Yeah.
18 at one point, and that was out without even having a thread. So
No notification whatsoever, and
Nope.
tens of dedicated viewer.
yeah.
rolled
There
in.
are dozens of us. Dozens.
It
We
was
do
a
have-
veritable flash mob.
We do have a dislike though, so and no likes.
I usually like our own thread, but
I'm gonna go ahead and like it because yeah.
cool. All right.
Go ahead,
Hey,
smack that
yeah.
like button if you like what you see.
Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you find out when we're doing.